I want to understand, why did they fight rockets against us? What for? There was not any siege against Gaza.
Biliyorum ki sesinin bu kadar çok yüksek çıkması.
The reason why your voice is so loud is because you must be feeling guilty. When it comes to killing, you Israelis know a lot.
We know that he is the most popular Muslim leader in the world right now. Why? Because he got up and walked out of a meeting with a baby killer, Shimon Peres. He got a hero's welcome when he went back to Turkey. Why they gave him a hero's welcome? Because he walked out of a meeting with a Jew who is a baby killer. And the Muslims like leaders like Erdogan.
His position was very strong and brought honor to Turkey.
Since the war on Gaza began, Erdogan has openly and strongly blasted Israel. Allah will sooner or later punish those who transgress the rights of innocents, he said.
The elections center around one party and one man. Here in Istanbul, it's hard to escape posters of Turkish Prime Minister Erdogan, the head of the ruling Islamist party called the AKP. Polls point to a sizable victory by the AKP, and that would mean the third straight election win for a party that's worked hard to make one of the most secular Muslim nations in the earth more and more Islamic.
İkisi bir arada olduğu zaman adeta ters mıknatıslanma yapar. Mümkün değil ikisinin bir arada olması. Durum böyle olunca ben Müslümanım diyenin tekrar yanına gelip bir de aynı zamanda da laikim demesi mümkün değil. Niye? Çünkü Müslümanın yaratıcısı olan Allah kesin hakimiyet sahibidir. Egemenlik kayıtsız şartsız milletindir. Bak, yalan. Koskoca bir yalan.
Can't you see when the Muslims are given a choice to vote, they vote for Sharia? In Turkey they vote for Islamic Party. They don't vote for the party which is anti-Islamic. In Turkey they vote for the Islamic Party. The leader, his wife wear hijab. The Prime Minister wear hijab, his wife wear hijab. The President, his wife wear hijab as well. Abdullah Gül, both of them, the President and the Prime Minister, their wives wear hijab. They vote for that party. Take your Sharia to people who want it.
Recently, Turkey elected a few years ago a political party which had Islamic leanings, okay? And in those 2 years that that political party was there, they opened up a number of Quranic memorization schools for the kids. So here you see how politics and education have a direct impact.
The Prime Minister of Turkey has embraced Hamas, and Turkey has threatened military force against both Israel and Cyprus.
Well, obviously, when you have a country that is being ruled by what many would perceive to be Islamic terrorists, that the United States is serious and that we're going to have to be dealt with.
Now it's the time to have the Palestinian flag in Gaza.
ومن هنا أطلب كل قيادات العالم الإسلامي. Tüm halklara sesleniyorum. أخاطب كل الشعوب. كل من لم يقف بجانب فلسطين سينتهي ويندحر. كل الشعوب الإسلامية ستطالب قادتها أن تكون مثل السيد رجب طيب أردوغان.
Erdogan, the Turkish anti-Semite and the Jew hater and the terrorist.
No English, I don't speak English, but I very love Israel and Turkey. Fuck off, Turkey. You speak bullshit.
Message for the Turkish people?
Yeah, go to hell!
Turkey is the strongest military power, military might in the region. It's the second largest army in NATO. And the statements coming out of Turkey should be very concerning to Americans. Erdogan is saying 1.5 billion Muslims are waiting for the Turkish government to rise. This is pretty scary because Turkey rules only 70 million Turks. Why are they talking about 1.5 billion Muslims? They are talking about neo-Ottomanism, and the statements have been proven that Erdogan have made these statements. The young generation in Turkey, because we're not realizing, there's a whole youth movement in Turkey calling for the glory days in which the Turkish government ruled via the caliphate.
Some accuse the AKP of using democracy to gain power and then limit freedoms. And some even feel he hopes to re-establish an Islamic caliphate with Turkey as its head.
Zira bu enkazın altından yeni bir uygarlık çıkacaktır. Yeni bir medeniyet çıkacaktır. Ve bu medeniyet inanıyorum ki 21. asırda İslam medeniyetinin öne geçtiği asır olacaktır. Görünen odur ki kimse bu medeniyet dalgasının önüne geçemeyecektir. Ve Müslümanlar bıraktığı yerden tekrar bu emaneti teslim alacaklardır. Bize göre demokrasi hiçbir zaman amaç olamaz. Demokrasi ancak ilmi noktada ele aldığımız zaman bir araç olduğunu.
والله أنا أؤيدك في ذلك وأسأل الله تعالى أن لا يحرمه الأجر رجب طيب أردوغان. وأيضا أنا إن كان يراني يعني أحد من حكامنا حكام الدول العربية والإسلامية يعني أقول مثل هذا الرجل لا بد أن يشكر من قبلكم أيضا من حكامنا. تبعث إليه برقيات التعازي في من استشهدوا من قومه، تبعث إليه برقيات الشكر على شجاعته، يتصل به بالهاتف، يرسل إليه مثلا ما يشجعه، بحيث أن الرجل يشعر أنه لله الحمد أنا أقوم بشيء غيري يشجعني عليه، وربما لم يستطع غيري أن يقوم به لكنه يؤيدني عليه ويشجعني عليه.
وأنا من هنا أحيي رجب طيب أردوغان، وأرجو الله أن يكون من السائرين على درب محمد الفاتح وعلى درب السلطان عبد الحميد.
Another potential power player who wants to restore the caliphate is Turkish Prime Minister Erdogan.
I think Erdogan clearly sees himself as the founder of the new caliphate, the world Islamic government, with Turkey at its center. I think this is what's behind him offering to send the Turkish Navy, for example, to protect a, quote, peace flotilla that would come to Gaza.
I'm sure that in his heart he's dreaming about the re-establishment of the caliphate. He behaves like it. I mean, he can easily push this area into a great war.
The threat of war and rise of Islam lead many to say the so-called Arab Spring is a misnomer.
I wouldn't call it an Arab Spring. It's far from being an Arab Spring. It's the same kind of winter.
ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة